Welcome long Law and Justice program long Newton FM.
I'm Alice Gabina, Regional Manager for the Ombudsman Commission Regional Office in Buka. Our office is located Kubu Hill, and we've been here since 2017. This is the first Ombudsman office in this region. Miplagat Amas 3 other regional offices. One is in Mount Hagen for Highlands region, the other one is in Leh for the Momasa region, and the other one is in Kokopo for the New Guinea Islands. Previously, before we came, we had the Autonomous Region of Bougainville, came under NGI office. So our head office is based in Port Moresby. We have 3 commissioners. At the moment, we have 2. The acting chief ombudsman is Richard Pagan, and the other ombudsman is Kevin Kepore, and our secretary to the commission is Joseph Molita himself from Buin. So our office here in Buka, I have 3 officers working with me. There's Richard Barner, he's from Buin, and I have an investigator, Sarah Anugu, she's from CY, and our office assistant is Thaddeus. You can come in anytime, lodge your complaint. Basically, our roles and responsibilities, the Ombudsman Commission administers 2 main functions. One is we're responsible for administering the leadership code. That's under the duties and responsibilities of the organic law on the duties and responsibilities of leadership. That basically applies to all public office holders who are covered by the leadership code. That includes elected members of parliament. In the Autonomous Region of Bougainville, at the moment, it only applies to the members of the ABG House of Representatives and the Chief Secretary. We are currently in the process of having departmental heads, board chairmen. We're trying to get them to be subject to the leadership code. So the Commission will make a decision on that soon. So let me just talk about the Ombudsman's role. The primary traditional function or role of the Ombudsman Commission is to investigate complaints of various nature into administrative issues, as long as it's within the jurisdiction of the Commission, government bodies, officers working for the government bodies. We don't have jurisdiction or power or investigating private citizens or private companies. If you have a complaint against a government department, agency, or an officer, or the conduct of an officer, then you can lodge your complaint with us. You can either lodge it by writing to us or come into our office or giving us a call on our phone number, which is 7399937. Our email address is ocrop220616 at gmail.com. That's one that you can access also. And then we have our other email addresses that we'll provide when if anyone wants to make a complaint and call that number. So what happens is that when we get a complaint, we don't investigate leadership issues or complaints in the regional offices due to the capacity and also the security of the offices. So all leadership matters are investigated back in our head office by our leadership division. Let me just go back and also explain the structure of the commission now. So we have divisions. The regional offices come under the Regions and External Relations Division, which is headed by a director. And then we have a Complaints Division, which is headed by another director, and Leadership Division as well, and our Office of Counsel. So there's 4 divisions, and then these directors report to the 3 members of the commission. So all matters that are investigated always go through the directors to the members of the commission to make a decision on how to progress it, and so we get necessary approvals from the members of the commission. So we report to our director. Any complaint against a leader goes to the head office. So in terms of administrative investigations, we investigate, we produce a report, and it goes to the parliament. So the first report goes to those who are implicated to comment on. And then the final report goes to the Parliament to be tabled, and we highlight all the irregularities and what went wrong with our recommendations. For the leadership investigations, what happens is that when there's enough evidence to refer a leader to the public prosecutor, and that is why we decided to have this segment with Sabine, who's the public prosecutor in Bougainville, representing the public prosecutor's office of Papua New Guinea. So our functions kind of connect in terms of the leadership aspect. So once the Ombudsman Commission finds there's enough evidence to refer a leader to the public prosecutor, then we give them a right to be heard for the leader to respond. Respond now, we'll assess it, and then we refer the leader to the public prosecutor. And that's when we publish that we inform the public that this particular leader has been referred to the public prosecutor for misconduct in office. And then the public prosecutor then will ask the Chief Justice to set up a leadership tribunal. So that's the process, leadership investigations. So we look after, or we administer two organic laws, which are in a sense constitutional laws. Organic law on the duties and responsibilities of, and the organic law on the Ombudsman Commission, which covers the administrative investigations. So that's basically what the Commission does. But if you have a complaint and you don't want to divulge you want to remain anonymous, you can always write and request us not to divulge your identity. You can remain anonymous and raise the issue with us, and we'll assess it and investigate from there.
Hello, listeners. My name is Sabine, and I am the prosecutor in charge for the Office of the Public Prosecutor here in Bougainville. Our office is based here in Buka, and we have been operating in Bougainville with the office since 2016. The Office of the Public Prosecutor, the office is located within the Buka Police Station behind the Bank South Pacific. The office of the Public Prosecutors has two core functions. First of all, as the title of the office entails, we provide prosecution services on behalf of the state, and we also perform the other function of bringing proceedings under the Leadership Code as explained by my friend Alice. Now, in terms of prosecution, the public prosecutor brings charges on behalf of the state when criminal complaints are made against an individual. So, for example, when you report a crime to the police station, be it a complaint of being sexually abused or a rape or a murder or being seriously assaulted, police CID, they carry out their investigations and they are given a certain period to do their investigations. During this period, it goes through a filtering process, and ultimately, depending on the nature of the charge, the person who is being charged with the offense will get committed to stand trial in the national court. So in terms of offenses, we have three different types of offenses in PNG. We have simple offenses, we have misdemeanors, and we have indictable offenses. So prosecutions in the national court come under indictable offenses, and those are serious offenses which are punishable either by a term of imprisonment or by a fine. So with respect to the office, I am the prosecutor here in Bougainville. Currently, I am the only prosecutor here, and we conduct cases or hearings when the national court sits at different circuit areas in Bougainville. So if you are from northern Bougainville, we have sittings in Buka. If you are from central Bougainville, we have national court sittings in Arawa. If you're from south Bougainville, we have sittings in Buin. So we appear in the National Court and the Supreme Court. A Supreme Court for if a person makes an appeal against their conviction, whether it be their conviction or their sentence, the public prosecutor responds to that appeal. So basically, that is what we do. We provide prosecution services. So, you go make a complaint, and if you're a victim of crime, and the police investigate, get your statement, and they go through that entire process. When you come to court, the public is the lawyer for the state that represents you in court if you're a victim of a crime. The person who is charged also has a lawyer of his or her choice, and that person is usually represented by somebody from the public solicitor's office or a private lawyer. So in Bougainville, currently have As I stated or said earlier, we have 3 main areas where we deliver our prosecution service, and that is when the National Court sits. So currently, in a legal year, we have sittings that are arranged according to the National Court calendar. So according to that National Court calendar. So currently we are in Buka for the month of February, and then throughout the course of the year, we have sittings in Arawa for cases that are reported within central Bougainville, and for cases that are reported in South Bougainville, we have sittings in Buin. So if you have a case before in the National Court, where you saw sa man bagarapimi o gim bagaraplo naraplana, yupla bagolo court, when you hear that the National Court is sitting in Buka, Arawa, or Buin, dislam you saw sem court come up and time lo you logo lo court lo checking case plo you. So that is how we provide our services, which is when the court is sitting, that's when court cases are on. Otherwise, when we're not in court, we're organizing our files and doing proofreading rather, to ensure that when we go to court with the correct evidence, and we don't just go and prosecute people for nothing. So everything has to be done according to the law. As Ali said about our second function, which is the leadership function, the public prosecutor is empowered by the Constitution to bring or decline proceedings under the leadership code. And when matters are referred to the public prosecutor, if the public prosecutor is satisfied that the matter should be proceeded, then he refers the matter together with a statement from the Ombudsman Commission to the appropriate tribunal. And in determining whether to refer a matter, the public prosecutor will consider, firstly, whether there is sufficient and credible evidence, and whether it is in the public interest for that matter to proceed. Thank you.
Look at our listeners inside long autonomous region of Bougainville. Osem Boss Mary long regional office long Ombudsman Commission long Bougainville. Boka office sem toksa finish na introducing me finish me at Richard Bana. Me work osem sina investigate inside long Bougainville. Plenty something and Boss Mary talk finish. Me just like talk diglig long emphasizing more long work long Ombudsman Commission all functions, roles and functions. Where time you talk clear, you can come na XMLB na accessible service long Ombudsman Commission. Ombudsman Commission is also an institution where stapanan lo mama lo long Papua New Guinea Constitution, you call him Constitution, where he provide him avenue where all Pan American come na lodge him complaint long or work long government. Suppose work lo government in Australia, you can come lodge him complaint man tem Ombudsman Commission. So Ombudsman Commission can muk pa him out go inside long all sila wrong conduct or malpractice or in a nutshell you call him corruption where me blank him out. You go inside na report him all sila work in Australia, work in place clear by all money can sabe. So all sila money work inside long government, all big money work inside all office can sabe long wrong blown na try and work good within areas of responsibility long how all supposed to work within long office or inside long our department can run good. So work lo mi bla mainly tupla main up mi bla sa look go inside Boss Mary talk finish administrative complaints mi bla lulu go inside long how all department you work straight or no got suppose you got thinking also only no work straight, you come na report him all this la work no good blow or wrong conduct or all this la kind something lo Ombudsman Commission. So Ombudsman Commission can lulu go inside. So long bring him close him complaint will come long Ombudsman Commission you must got all evidence, all documents where by supporting good work pa him out long Ombudsman Commission. You know, you come to na talk na suppose no ka substantial evidence people can decline on some reasons where all this complaint blue you know got wait long so time you come lodge him complaint, you must always bring him all paperwork or some evidence where you have some work wrong you come up inside long government or government is lo side administrative complaint me talk long but narapla work lo mi bla big work long Ombudsman Commission lo look inside long work long all leader all work good or no got Islam bla call him leadership ko we apply unique function within long Ombudsman Commission long Papua New Guinea whereas I think all narapla country no got PNG you misal look inside lo work long all leader conduct lo leader long office all work good or money all kisim anda lo cab long all work go good all spend him good suppose only no utilize him all Islam money in the right way or for intended purpose that all public money all stapan lo cab long all well spent then Islam one issue where mi plus alug go inside long try make sure all leader comply na look out him good all public funds. Na spend him lo up, we all suppose lo spend him na walk him walk. So service can go through all man meria. So I'm kind work lo mipla long Ombudsman Commission. Mainly Ombudsman Commission is all about providing check and balance. Long work long government. So suppose all kind institution where you stop, you must have been work inside long government departments or public servants or leader blame by not work good. So we provided check and balance to make sure that everything is working well for the good of our people. We must be responsive to the needs and aspirations of our people. Inside the constitution and talk. So all the time, we commission officers have a duty to protect our people by doing all these kind of jobs. By providing check and balance, investigating all work you inside the government work. Work lo mi plus straight long Ombudsman ko. So plenty time me come work long Bougainville, me looking most plenty man meri also a story number story long corruption or working or on good inside the government, but plenty all sa story na talk that's also. Me encourage him all man meri suppose you can be a watchdog too, or some Ombudsman Commission and watchdog. So, mi bla line work law office tasol by crime law working all isla work long kaman by ron good. You too, you are in bla kain something in your street, or you got all evidence, lodge him complaint, you must come lodge him complaint one time bla. So, plenty time me are in man meri lo bogan sa tok lo kain issue, but they don't come forward and lodge a complaint because there's avenues where you can lodge a complaint. Now people can look inside long. So, like with every action, collaborative action, lo you bla all citizens, we come work on them bla, lo we act as a watchdog, then we can make sure that the rule of law is taking place in this autonomous region of Bougainville. I'm really talk me that's all. So thank you through okay listeners of Bougainville. So our services area for you to access, we are at Bougainville, Ombudsman Commission Office, Regional Office, tab long up. So I'm at one time regional manager Blomi Blales Gabina, plus tab long helping you lodge side. So that's why we are here established on Bougainville to make sure that transparency and accountability on the work of the government and staff. Thank you.
So I just want to add that when you make a complaint against the police about a person who has done something or broken the law, I encourage people who make complaints to follow through on their complaints. Na you must go follow up on the case blue plan. Time you give complaint, you must go one time story blue plan na go give story good law police or time police kisi story blue plan about making good investigation. Okay, so time police make investigation finish, now get something go through law court now come to national court because district court looking must have no got them big plan charge to mass and must go to national court. That's where the public prosecutor comes in. So it's very important that time you give story must talk through na no can gaman na time you come to court mi plug lo court na time lo come give story blue you so time you come to court or you have a court come lo buka or arawa or buina case lo you stop lo list you come to court you must can give story blue you so time you pla babungin you lo courthouse now you pla come to prosecutor baskelim story blue you na but talk one time you so time you pla like prosecute too I'm pla kind easy work too mi pla must be in law na mi pla must think or say how mi pla make a case okay that something must stop straight mi pla ba prosecute so mi pla say man or mere ba kisi conviction we don't just prosecute for nothing. Suppose people looking must by conviction, people must tell him okay something inside law. Story blow you or nakadili paper you give him police can make a investigation blow. So how police kiss him talk story blow you how police go kiss him whatever weapon was used, how police go lo bank lo kiss him statement blow bank. It has to be done according to law. So it has to be admissible as people lawyers are talk. And then if it's reliable, people are looking more time people kiss this like paper and people go kiss him story blow money. It all has to make sense. So okay that something must flow. So time people go lo court, time people give him court story blow you, people mark him you lo court and people give him story blow you go lo court. Judge too baskel number to okay yes, this all makes sense. This is how it happened. So that's how we take into consideration all those factors before we prosecute. And then we also have to make a decision whether or not the prosecution is in the interest of the public. So for example, some big fight come up or one big something come up place na it caused a big place bagarapa na some villages got burnt down or businesses got burnt down or something like that. We always consider the public interest. Is it in the public interest for us to prosecute? We don't just prosecute just because somebody has a personal vendetta against somebody. So osanami talk time you go give complaint blow you lo police station for a serious offense. You must come one time clean hand na no can go lo just bagarapi molman. And when you give your story to to the police, you have to make sure that you are in regular communication with the police and that you're up to date with the status of your case. So this is so you are satisfied. Na time mipla go lokoto, mipla ba make you work plan mipla ba looks our same. Okay, we're doing this for the right reasons, and there is we are carrying out justice, because that's the most important thing.
Yeah, I was talking about the structure of law commission before. I missed this point. We have investigation teams in our head office. One of the specialist teams is the police oversight. That is a very special team. They investigate, or we conduct oversight when there is a complaint, public complaint against police conduct. For example, police brutality or kind of sema. So if we receive a complaint, then we refer it to the police internal affairs, and then they investigate, and the commission carries out oversight function. Because like they're investigating themselves, we need to be there to see that the investigation is completed. And there have been some big success stories in PNG where police internal affairs have actually completed investigations and dealt with their own policemen, rogue policemen, if you like. So that's one aspect, one of the special teams. The other one is a anti-discrimination and human rights team. They are a specialist team. They investigate complaints about human rights abuse, violations, and all that. So if you have any complaints about human rights violations, or you know that in police, if you have a relative and police custody, there's some human rights abuse there, you all can report come law mipla. Look, go inside. And one of our functions also, responsibilities also, is to conduct cell inspections. So we conduct police cell inspections, prison correctional service prison inspections, and then we report on whether the conditions are, good pla lol man lo stab, kai lol good pla or no god. Because these are human beings, regardless of whatever crimes all committing. So they need that basic human need to be met. So that's one of those things that we also do take care of. But otherwise, capacity blow, office blow mipla, no big platomas. So we can't do everything all ourselves. So we need the public to report. And when you report, like Richard said, make sure you have your supporting documents with you, and you will come lodge him. And we only investigate complaints that are within the 6-year period. If this thing happened, if the issue occurred before longer than 6 years ago, then we will not investigate, because that's time barred. So we do get a lot of complaints that are very old, like 20 years old, and sorry, but we can't investigate. Because it's just unfair for us to be looking at a department whose records may not be even there. So those are the kind of things that we take into consideration when we assess complaints. But otherwise, mipla walk, and you're most welcome to lodge your complaint with us. I'll just repeat the number, 73999-371. That's our phone number to call. And OCROB 220616 @gmail.com. That's our email.
This Law and Justice program long Nidon FM.